back to G4 TV. And you know what? If you think Tina and I are opinionated, then you haven't met our special host for the week. Screw the Tommy Knockers. It's Tommy Tallarico.
Yeah.
Yay! In the house. There you go.
Hey, hey.
All right, well, let me tell you, Tina.
Yes.
Adding sexy and Italian to the title of this next bit would be the only way to make it describe Tommy any better.
Aww.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, the segment that has been named after the man about to do it, it's time for Twisted and Sweet, presented by Juicy.
I'm Tristan. Okay, the game I chose is one of my favorite game franchises of all time, Gallop Racer. You're like, okay. No, but Gallop Racer 2004. This is an amazing game. I mean, it has so many RPG elements. It's crazy. You have to, you know, in this year's version, you really have to, you know, build up your horse and build up your, you know, and horses can make love.
Get out of here.
Yeah, just like me and Laura making love.
Now, those the jockeys. We played this game.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it's twisted. Is the jockeys in the setup are these cute little big-headed, weird-looking characters, but then once you get on a horse, you're normal again. So I guarantee anyone that goes out and puts any amount of time in this is going to flip out. It's unbelievable.
I believe you. I really enjoyed the first one, or the previous one.
Yeah.
We believe you, Tom.
Missing online, though. I want to see horse racing online.
All right. Well, now, what do we have next, Tommy?
Well, all right. I'd like to introduce a guy right now. Are you ready for this? He's been in the industry as long as I have, 14 years.
Wow.
I know this because we used to work at Virgin together. We started at Virgin together. He was 17 years old when he started in the industry. And I have an incriminating photo of him, by the way.
I think it's incriminating of you.
I think those orange pants are coming back.
You know? When are those orange pants coming back?
Yeah, I don't think they're ever coming back,
They're not coming back. But anyway, please welcome a video game veteran, one of the designers and creators of Gex.
Nice.
And president of Heavy Iron Studio, who just, by the way, finished up working on The Incredibles.
Here.
Mr. Lyle Hall.
Making a second appearance on here.
Thank you very much.
Now, we won't get into the picture, but that...
I haven't seen that picture in 14 years.
You haven't seen that picture in 14 years.
No,
it was crazy. Now, you got in the industry, you were working at, like, Babbage's,
I was working at, I was in the mall selling video games. Yes, I was.
That's right.
That's a true
That's
video
awesome.
game
But you know, I kind of really want to talk about Incredibles because I did pick it as one of my favorite games at E3.
All right.
It's awesome. So tell us a little bit about the making of this game versus the movie.
Sure thing. The Incredibles is an action game. It's based on Pixar and Disney's film. You get to play 5-player characters, so we've got a tremendous amount of variety. It follows the basic story of the film, but we've been able to add some levels and some environments and some areas to the game that do not appear in the film. So it's a pretty cool experience if you like the characters, you like the film, if you're a big fan of Pixar content. I think we made the best game out of a Pixar property that's been made to date, that's for sure.
Now, Tadakin from the boards wants to know, can you play as Frozone? And does Samuel Jackson do any voiceovers for it?
Sure thing. You cannot play directly as Frozone. Frozone is in a huge portion of the game. He's sort of the voice of the game. When you start up the game, you can hear him through all the menus. When you pause the game, he kind of says, "Hey, don't you want to see Frozone in action?" Oh, I know I do. he was an absolute treat to work with in the voiceover recording studio. So you don't get to play him, but you get to hear him throughout the entire game, and you get to see him in film footage from the movie that's actually in the game, and we also have him in cutscenes that we've animated in the game as well.
Kevin Rowdy wants to know any incentives to completing the game multiple times, such as cool modes, characters, or thingies to unlock.
We've got a ton of stuff to unlock. We've got some unbelievably cool cheat codes that let us sort of tweak the characters or tweak the game experience or tweak how you control the experience. We've got 18 minutes of footage from the film. I believe about 5 of that is unlockable, so you can only see stuff from the film if you actually go through and you find all the little incredible icons that are sprinkled throughout the levels of the game. We don't have sort of that kind of crazy replayability where you play it 8 or 9 or 10, 15 times unless you really like the game that much, which we're hoping that you do. We've spent a lot of time trying to make sure it's a fun game. But we think that the Pixar footage in particular and then some of those really cool cheat codes. We actually have a battle mode on GameCube and PS2 that you can unlock after you beat the third boss.
Well, see, there you go, Kevin Rowdy. Let's take a call. Hey, caller.
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm the host.
The host. Where are you calling from?
No, I'm the host. Damn it!
Where are you calling from, the host?
Illinois.
Illinois. What's your question for Lyle about The Incredibles?
I just wondered, I've seen some of the clips of the movie, and it's like very tongue-in-cheek humor. Will the game capture some of the humor of the movie?
Definitely. We went out of our way to try to pick not only some of the coolest looking scenes from the film, but to capture that humor, to take some of the really funny scenes from the film and to interslice that between the game levels. We also got the story manager, a guy named Mark Andrews from Pixar, who's just an amazingly talented guy. He went over the game script for all the dialogue that we wrote himself, just to make sure that the characters sounded authentic. So he was able to put all that great humor that he wrote into the script for the film into the script for the game as well.
Talk about the sound.
The sound is freaking awesome. I don't know where we found these guys. I think Tommy Tallarico Incorporated.
Hey,
That's right.
Hey, listen, Lyle, thank you so much. The game looks like a boatload of fun. And we are out of time. But trust me, you at home, you're not going to want to go anywhere because after this, it's